An excellent guide on how to write a residency letter of intent in 6 steps. Future students always feel nervous while applying to colleges. We all know how challenging it is to handle emotions and plan everything thoroughly during these times. There are tons of papers that young people need to prepare and send to the admission committee. Some of them are simple, while others require special knowledge and skills. When it comes to writing a medical residency letter of intent, students feel confused and often don't know where to start. Letters of intent for residency have some peculiarities. Students should follow the rules to create a remarkable paper. Young people always ask plenty of questions when it's time to create such a letter. They wonder how a pre-interview letter of intent residency should look. When is the best time to send a letter of intent residency? What are the main peculiarities of this paper, and how to stand among competitors? This video will explain the meaning of this term. It will also provide the characteristics of the paper. Moreover, students can learn some steps for the creation of an outstanding letter of intent residency. Let's start with the definition of the term. What is a residency letter of intent? There are many explanations for this term available online. In short, it is a small paper that points out a program a student prefers to apply to. It also states the reasons for picking this particular residency. Medical schools have high admission requirements. Such papers can help you increase your chances of being enrolled in the program you've chosen. What are the main features of a letter of intent for residency? This letter is totally different from any other type of paper. Let's check the main peculiarities it has. It is usually a one-page paper which is written in a formal style. Students should avoid casual language. Students should mention some facts that will catch readers' attention from the first lines. It is essential to include only useful information. Students shouldn't repeat anything from the resume that has already been sent. It is vital to prepare this paper in advance. The letter should be logical. It shouldn't have any grammar or punctuation mistakes. But how to write a letter of interest to a residency program? What are the main guidelines that will help create an excellent paper? Check and follow the 6 steps mentioned below. 6 main steps for creation of a remarkable letter of intent residency. Undoubtedly, it is impossible to ensure that your letter of intent for medical residency will be absolutely perfect. There are plenty of things that should be taken into consideration while writing such a paper. Nevertheless, if you follow these tips, you will definitely create a good and memorable letter. 1. Read diverse examples available online. Do you feel lost and don't know how to start writing a letter of intent residency for your program? Check multiple letters of intent residency templates available online. Reading of successful and strong examples of such letters may spark thoughts. Don't copy the ideas or any facts provided in the samples. But get familiar with the format and the language which is used by other applicants. 2. Take some time to brainstorm ideas. Have you read some great samples? It is time to write your letter of residency. Start with brainstorming ideas. Think what attracts you most in the program you want to apply to. Define your short and long-term goals. Compare a chosen program with the other ones. State how you can contribute and why you are a perfect match. When the outline is prepared, create a draft version of your future letter. Ensure that your letter is logical and well-structured. 3. Check the structure. What is the typical structure of a letter of intent for medical residency? Such papers are usually divided into 3 main parts. Introduction. Students introduce themselves and mention the interview date. That's the part where you should state ranking and point out the particular program you want to apply to. Main body. It could be divided into several paragraphs. The main idea is to emphasize why you are the perfect match and what the reasons for choosing this exact program are. Try to remember the questions you've had during your interview. Usually, students come across such topics as, what makes you unique, and what helps you stand out among other applicants? Do you share the same values and goals the school has? What skills needed for the program do you possess? What are your main goals? Basically, in this part, students need to convince readers that they are a perfect match. Don't forget to mention any related experience and show that you have been dreaming of being enrolled in this program for a long time. Conclusion. Briefly repeat all the main thoughts and finish your letter by stating your number 1 program. 4. Convince readers that you are interested in this exact program. As mentioned above, this is the main point of your letter of intent for medical residency. Generally speaking, you should explain your ideas. Mention reasons for choosing this particular program. Try to add some facts and examples that will show that you are better than many other applicants. It will be great if you can include some recent updates that are connected to the sphere. For instance, you have participated in a conference, or one of your articles has been published recently. Such things will definitely bring you some additional scores. 5. Proofread and edit your paper. One of the main mistakes that most students make is skipping proofreading and editing. However, it is vital to proofread your letter in order to be sure that it is logical and structured. There are multiple ways of checking your paper. Nevertheless, the main point is to ensure that it doesn't contain any errors before submitting it. Moreover, it is essential to verify that your letter doesn't copy the things you've already mentioned in your resume. It is great if you have a chance to ask someone to read your paper and mention some weak points. The best option is to ask for professional help. Find a company that provides such services. In this case, you will be assured that your paper is perfect. 6. Ensure that you avoid most common mistakes. Obviously, it is not possible to avoid all mistakes when you complete such papers for the first time. However, if you check the list of most common ones, it will be easier to create a better version of a letter. Here are the most common mistakes that the majority of students make while writing their letters of residency. Sending a paper to a wrong email. A common problem that occurs when a student doesn't want to spend their time on checking the information properly. It is essential to find the right email and mention the residency program director. Otherwise, your letter may get lost, and you will lose your chance to show the potential. Including some useless information. Do you want to impress the reader? Avoid beating around the bush. Your letter of intent residency is a one-page paper. It should contain only useful information and some persuasive facts. Show that you are interested in the program. Explain the reasons for picking it. Support your ideas with facts and relevant examples. Providing many letters. Some students believe that if they send several letters, it will help them show off. However, we don't recommend sending multiple letters hoping that it will increase your scores. You should clearly state which program you are interested in. Do you want to stand out? Prepare an exclusive and remarkable residency letter of intent and send it just once. Don't forget that writing such papers requires lots of time and effort. The best idea is to start preparing it in advance. But what to do if you feel that you can't complete it by yourself? You can ask for professional help. It doesn't matter if you want to order a letter or just proofread and edit your ready papers. Lots of writing companies are glad to provide such services. Conclusion. All in all, it is quite challenging to prepare a letter of intent for the residency program. The majority of students are searching for some advice and often give up while trying to write an outstanding paper. Do you want to create a remarkable letter and increase your chances to enter the program you desire? Check the tips mentioned above and start writing your paper in advance. Don't forget to leave some time to proofread and edit the final version. However, if you want to get an excellent letter, the best idea is to ask for professional help. Find a legit and reliable writing company that provides such services to its customers. Mention your expectations, provide some useful facts, and just relax while waiting for your letter to be ready. Do you wonder if the prices are reasonable? The majority of such companies suggest affordable prices. Moreover, they also guarantee high quality of their services. But, we recommend placing an order in advance. Otherwise, you will need to pay extra for urgency.